So the article that was headlined here, where I pulled this train wreck, this image of a train wreck, is, I don't know, 1900s or 1800s, whenever the train, it looks like, was invented here. I kid, of course. But 5 ways to salvage a train wreck. Think about that. 5 ways. You don't have 3 ways to salvage the train wreck that is the Dallas Mavericks, the Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic-led Dallas Mavericks, that the team, the disaster that is right now the Dallas Mavericks, or at least the failed experiment. Can you at least give me that? The failed experiment that is. Now, we're winding down regular season here for the NBA weekend edition of the Leans and the Locks, so we appreciate you big time being with us. Huge. Want you to know, of course, that we're still going to be here, playoffs pushing through. Baseball's opened up, so we're both, myself and Lindquist, are doing the same thing, but for MLB. All right? Got a bunch of other stuff I'll tell you about. We only have 2 games. You know the drill. Thumbs up, subscribe. We appreciate that. Let's look at this. Mavericks in town against the Miami Heat. There's no total up at the time that I really like. I'm trying to see if in fact, the market works its way through. But one number that jumped out at me more so than anything else was a player prop. And yeah, I mean, we're talking about a train wreck. And you don't have, again, if I were to give you 5 slots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, in order to fix this train wreck, you couldn't get past 3. You might not even have 2 solutions right now to fix the Dallas Mavericks. You probably don't have anything at all. Otherwise, they would have figured that thing out by now. And they're not. They're just not going. But what can we look at? I'm actually going to go to one of the main culprits. And there's only 2, right? It's Luka, it's Kyrie, it's Luka. But what I think makes the most sense is actually targeting Kyrie Irving in a stat where you have some wiggle room here. Kyrie Irving is going to score. Kyrie Irving has no choice, as this Mavericks team is just unable to put up much. Now, Miami struggled to score too, don't get me wrong. So it's not like, defensive battles here with Miami not really scoring much. It's just they've been awful. Dallas has been awful scoring the basketball. What I really like, though, is Kyrie Irving continuing to push the scoring category up while getting lower numbers in the PRA. So I see 33.5. We were hitting this at 31. I still think that 33.5 is just a little low for a guy who can get you 27, 28 in a game like this. It's a lone game out there. Dallas is desperate. I love the smell of desperation. End of regular season desperation is profitable. Well, that's just a theory. Yeah, but you know what? Let's test it. Because I think, as you'll see in the NBA with the play-in game and where teams are and where Dallas is, by the way, just to get in, stay relevant, you add this extra layer, which is Kyrie and Luka, and the fact that this thing is failing right now for Dallas. I like Kyrie getting over that number, 33.5 PRA. Lock it up. All right, here we go. Now, for you, I've got something, and I don't know why you haven't been taking advantage of it. And now, look, you didn't do it when I've been doing these videos. I told you, I warned you that if you pass, you're going to miss out. Now, New Jersey, Virginia, Colorado, Ohio, look what happened. You missed out on the Bet365, but you can still get in on the 200. Nothing's changed. Click the link below. You have to be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. I mentioned the 4 states where you have to live in, of course, for Bet365. Take advantage of this. Truly, jump in. Take advantage of this. Because you're not going to regret signing up at a book and being able to get $200 back immediately just for betting $1. You deposit 10, you bet $1, 200 right back into your account. Cool? We're good? Great. Our next game. Well, this one has a little more question, intrigue, uncertainty, a lot surrounding it. The Clippers are clearly not the same without Paul George. Kawhi Leonard, though, he gets out there on the first of the back-to-back on Friday night. Kawhi's out there against Memphis. Now they're on the road following that game against Memphis. They're on the road again in New Orleans. Pelicans, well, nothing's changed here, right? As far as like what the Pelicans are dealing with. No new injury, nothing to account for. They've actually been playing a little bit better overall, and that's something to keep an eye on in this one. But the other side of it is where you're getting any value for the dog, right? Like with the perception, of course, that New Orleans is a tight favorite or possibly just a home dog. I'm leaning towards that for a team in the Clippers who are most likely going to sit Kawhi Leonard in the second leg of a back-to-back. So now I have a Pelicans team who is not going to get a significant benefit simply because they've been playing better. They've won 7 of 10, but they're still a little below the Clippers. If the Clippers are gaining any edge on the money line, I'd look at that then too. So I'll give you a definitive play, don't get me wrong, but I want you to know that there are a couple of different ways you can play a game this tight with the anticipation that Kawhi Leonard's out. It's not that, oh, Kawhi Leonard's out, go ahead and load up on New Orleans, unless you want to get in on that now. That's what I would do. You may not get that up there, though, until you get definitive word, especially since Kawhi played Friday night. But for me, the best way to do this is to lock up the Pelicans on the money line. I'm not messing with numbers. I'm not messing with spreads. I don't need points. I don't want to lay points. I'm willing to spend or get return, depending on what it is. Because I don't think Kawhi's out there. I'm not going to be here. Kawhi Leonard was asked about that next game. Not going to be here. He did his own magic. I don't know. It's not one that I'm going to push. It's not one that I think you should either. So it's our only other game. You know it's going to be a lock here, but I'm just going to take the Pelicans on the money line to hold off, to stave off a Clippers team that's going to be pretty charged without both guys. All right? Now, on your way out, come hang with us. Been telling you about the Discord. This is awesome. You're going to get half off your first week. ES Insider is the promo code. Look at that. I mean, we just keep smashing away. We just do parlays for days, multiple parlays for days. It's really the nature of what we're doing here. Here's another one for you. ES Insider, click the link below, sign up, come say hi. Myself, Lindy, Raza, Isaiah, we're all there for you. Click it, come hang, half off your first week. We're doing live stuff too. Cleveland +8, Cleveland +8. Let's get it. This is just the type of stuff that we want you to be a part of. All right? You're already a part of here, right? Thumbs up, subscribe. Thank you. We'll see you Sunday.